It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world's trade. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know. MAGA.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. I'm always looking for good stories for you, and there was a black fraternity gathering here in Tampa at a convention center, and I was thinking maybe I should go talk with them about race relations under the Biden regime and how they think things are going and what they think about Hunter Biden getting off the hook while so many young black men go to prison for crack cocaine or gun charges and so on and so forth. And you've sort of seen this narrative out there that this is a dangerous line they're walking by letting Hunter Biden off the hook when so many people feel like the justice system is unjust to them. Well, that video is coming out soon and you're gonna love it. But what I found was that so many people see this as deeply and utterly unfair. So many people who are not Donald Trump fans, like Chris Rock. Chris Rock stating in front of the Kennedy Center a couple of months ago at a very fancy Washington, D.C. gala called the Mark Twain Awards at the Kennedy Center, the place where they all go ha-ti-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Nancy Pelosi was there, all of the establishment Washington was there, and Chris Rock warned them. This was before any indictments against Donald Trump, before they had pre-planned to ratchet up all these indictments in order to harm him the very most in his presidential run. They were warned by Chris Rock saying, the black community will see this as you turning Donald Trump into Tupac. Listen.
Before I start, talk about Adam and the CNN people, you guys really gonna arrest Trump? You know this is only going to make him more popular? It's like arresting Tupac. He's just gonna sell more records. Are you stupid?
Arresting Tupac, he's just going to sell more records. Are you stupid? He says. This is what the comedian Chris Rock, inarguably one of the most famous and one of the most successful comedians in history, is saying to these people in Washington, D.C., and this is all bundled up inside of a CNN broadcast, right? Well, what happened to that joke? Well, now it turns out that that joke has been was cut from the broadcast. They censored Chris Rock making fun of their plans to arrest Donald Trump and rightfully saying that you're going to turn Donald Trump into a rapper. You're going to help Donald Trump with the black community by doing this. They censored that. Oh, wow, there's no censorship regime. They won't even let Chris Rock speak. CNN and Kennedy Center show stripped of Trump jokes. Comics are pissed. There is consternation in the upper echelons of the comedy world last week after CNN broadcast of Adam Sandler's Mark Twain Prize for American Comedy ceremony stripped of all of its political jokes. The annual honors has aired on PBS since 2000, but it was picked up by CNN this year. So the comedians were Chris Rock, David Spade, and Dana Carvey. David Spade and Dana Carvey have become based. I mean, these people are like making fun of the deep state and Dr. Fauci now. They said that CNN was going to be all over everyone's political gags. What does that mean? Several jokes, some of them about Donald Trump, were axed. We're told insiders were disappointed, but not surprised. Oh, okay. Chris Rock quipped that it was romantic that Trump allegedly paid porn star Stormy Daniels hush money, that Melania wouldn't find out, and that the feds arresting him would turn him into Tupac. That's what they're really pissed off about. Rock wasn't pleased at the omission because that's a hilarious joke. Dana Carvey impersonated Donald Trump and made jokes about Nancy Pelosi, who was in the audience. Those jokes also disappeared too. They're censoring the comics now who make fun of them. This is the regime you're living under. Everyone should be furious about this. They're scared. When you're censoring the comedians, you know that you've lost. They're scared about headlines like this. They're scared about like what's happening right now with all these indictments dropping against Donald Trump, that Chris Rock is right. And that Donald Trump's going to win the black vote by going out and saying simply on the campaign trail, this Justice Department is not a Justice Department. They're against you, they're against me, and if you vote for me, I will fix it. And that is going to resonate because they're going to look at somebody that they may or may not know who got a gun charge or a crack rock charge, and they went and did hard time in prison or are still doing hard time in prison, may do prison for the rest of their life. You mix those charges, drugs and guns, boom, you're gone for like 25 years. They're going to look at that, and then they're going to look over Hunter Biden and be like, what gives, dude? This is white privilege. Snoop Dogg thanks Trump for pardoning Death Row Records co-founder on his way out. According to this article in Rolling Stone, Snoop Dogg is quoted saying, they did great work while they were in there, speaking of Donald Trump, and they did great work on their way out. Let them know that I love what they did. This is what Snoop Dogg said. Snoop Dogg, of course, publicly has to be super anti-Trump and make anti-Trump rap, music videos, and whatever. That's the system. Snoop Dogg is a person saying he loves Donald Trump. Oh, man. Kanye West, multiple rappers. In fact, Suge Knight's son, Suge Knight, is doing hard time right now in federal prison. There was a big-time effort to lobby Donald Trump to pardon him, but that didn't happen. Suge Knight's son posted a photo of Trump as a black man, an AI-generated photo of Trump as a black person, saying, free my N-word. We covered it at the time. Suge Knight has since made quite a stir and was told by his handlers apparently to delete this, but we got the snapshots and covered it at the time. This is what they're trying to stop, and they're literally censoring Chris Rock to do it. This is the energy. Suge Knight with a photo of black Donald Trump. Donald Trump, black Donald Trump, free my N-word, Trump. Doing our best not to get canceled. Ladies and gentlemen, this posted a couple of hours ago, and here we are. And why is it important that Suge Knight is the one posting this? Well, I mean, this is the son, of course, of Suge Knight Sr., who started Death Row Records, who actually employed Tupac Shakur. Tupac was serving a prison sentence of up to 4.5 years. Knight struck a deal with Shakur that he would pay his bail for him signing on to his Death Row Records label. In 1996, the label released Tupac's greatest commercial success, All Eyes on Me. So this is his son saying you got to free Trump. And this is Chris Rock saying you got to turn him into Tupac. And so the guy that actually made Tupac, at least his son, he's in the business as well. Suge Knight's son, also a rapper, also a promoter. Suge Knight Sr. has also spent a few years behind bars and is actually set for release. He's currently in prison, set for release in November of 2034. My goodness. Not sure if Donald Trump will be running for president then, but I bet he'd vote for him. So this is an interesting photo. Obviously, it has elicited quite a response. So yeah, they're removing jokes about themselves that were said to their face. Nancy Pelosi sitting in the audience, and Chris Rock and Dana Carvey are roasting her, and then Nancy Pelosi's calling up CNN afterwards and having those jokes removed. This is the kind of thin-skinned, cretinous, tyrannical behavior that these people have. They are oppressors. Their enemy is you. And what are we going to do about it? Well, we got to start making more jokes. And we got to change this leadership. And we cannot put these tyrants back into power. Help me defeat communism. All of us together on this channel. Like, share, and subscribe. It's your boy Benny. See ya.